Hey everyone, that fucking shit. Gonna complete my last Selenic Chronicle. And get the wings. Be a little bit this way, but yeah. And after that, I'm gonna continue exploring the area of my server. 6. I can't remember what version, but yeah. Alamina, where are ya? Oh, there she is.
That smells great! Did we make it in time for Columbina's mealtime again? Huh. Are those Kuhenki lining up? For soup that Columbina's serving?
Just a moment.
Wow! This is really good! Refreshing, tasty fruit soup! Paimon's never had anything quite like it!
Another serving?
Make that two!
It's expected. Are you learning to cook?
Yes. I asked Anefa for some basic recipes, and I've made several attempts. The Kuhenkian animals have both responded quite positively.
Any issues in the kitchen?
Well, my sleeves are too wide. They brush against the pot if I'm not careful.
So it's not cooking itself that's giving you trouble.
I struggle somewhat with making desserts, though. You have to get the temperature and proportions just right.
She must not have cooked much for herself in the past there. Besides, scissors and snacks are particularly hard to get right if you're working solo. Would you like me to help?
Sure. Let's start with crumb kake, shall we?
Satisfying process. I think that's what
Would you like to try one?
Take a nibble. Chow down. I'll take a nibble. Oh wow, the first bite probably soured my face into a fruit. After you swallow some, the sweetness resurfaces. Maybe it gets better once you get used to it.
What do you think?
Possible, but it's room for improvement.
Did Paimon miss anything?
Try this real quick, would you?
It's so sour! What are you trying to do to Paimon?
The aftertaste is pretty good though.
It's all about the initial taste! Couldn't one of you have warned me to take a smaller bite? If you hadn't said anything, Paimon would have thought this was a prank. Watching people's faces pucker or something.
Okay. Let me try again.
Nonsense.
Here, try this batch.
Oh, this is way better. It's delicious. You sure learn fast. Hey, is that a new pose?
Really? Paimon wants some too! That's the stuff! Oh, so tasty!
Good enough to be given as a gift?
Totally! Wait, did you learn how to cook and make crumb kake because you wanted to make a present for someone?
Yes, for my friends.
That's a great idea.
Do you still remember the first time you came here together? You had prepared some food for me. Though the food couldn't do much to replenish the power I had lost, eating it did make me feel more relaxed. I did not give it much thought then, but now I understand. The time and effort put into carefully preparing food by hand is what gives it soul. What I enjoyed was not simply the food itself, but the warmth and kindness in the hands that made it. And the less those hands seek reciprocity, the greater the warmth and kindness required to match it in turn.
Oh, Paimon's gonna blush if you go on like that. To be honest, we were at least kinda hoping to get on your good side back there.
But it's a different now. If there's anything you like to eat, just say the word. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. You'll be using 3 utensil style. That is definitely a new pose as well.
Indeed. But now that I understand all this, I'd like to do a little more. It's a wonderful feeling. Would you come with me to visit our friends? Apart from the crumb kake, I have also prepared a few other gifts. But they must be sent in secret.
Why in secret? If you don't mind Paimon asking.
Well, you've always been the ones to pleasantly surprise me. I'd like to see how my friends will react when the tables are turned.
Makes sense.
Phew! We were running all over! Finally done! Their reactions were kind of surprising, though. Some didn't even realize they were gifts from you, Columbina.
I know just got straight to snack.
It's fine. I expected as much. What's important is that they were happy to receive the gifts.
In that case, Bloma definitely knew the crumb cakes and wreath on her desk came from you. Paimon can understand her being hesitant about wearing the wreath, but seriously, she stared at the crumb cakes for a good 10 minutes and still couldn't bring herself to eat one.
I was getting worried that she might have shrank them.
It seems Yahoda got quite the fright, though. Perhaps we shouldn't have set the gifts directly behind her.
She almost jumped out of the skin.
Maybe she's just naturally more alert? Still, she seemed to calm down when Asher came over to paw at the scratching post you sent.
As for our other friends who aren't in Not Cry, I'm counting on you to deliver their gifts.
I must say, you're quite good at preparing presents.
Here.
Oh, is it finally our turn? Huh? Candies? Paimon thought we'd get crumb cakes like everyone else.
Well, you already had some of those while taste testing. Some variety is nice, don't you think?
Yeah, they're really good too. Better than the Moontree and the candies.
That's good to hear. And there's one more gift. Here. For you.
This is a wind glider.
I've heard it said that the skies belong to the birds, and the land to the beasts, while the vast space between the two is reserved for adventurers wearing wing gliders. With this by your side, may your path forward ever be lit as with moonlight.
Oh, it's perfect. Thank you.
And thank you for your companionship.
Moonlit mirage calling in a special wings of the silent. Well, where's every single Opera character I have? So, cool. Every Opera character. There are some 4 stars. Right. And a flute. Oh, I put it a talent. Alright. What's next? Did I is needed. Let's see how well it fits her. Yes. Oh, I can quick. That's a quick release function. Damn it. Is the sign? Did that work? Damn, oh, that's a quick release function. That helps so much. Wait, I do not have Barca. Mouse first, I know what's next. Oh. I don't have Nefri. I'm just gonna try this. If I allow my I know I don't have the holder. Okay. Yeah, so that's all the non-play characters for now. I do want to say one last time. And I never will do that. Let's thank you. She's sleeping, sitting up. She seems to be resting. Best not to disturb her. Where did the table go? Just disappear. Like appears and disappears as necessary. It's interesting. Okay. Why is let's go witness. He is. Oh, he's out. Okay, okay.
Let the mighty be humble. Bow your head.
Cleanup sequence.
I actually got all three. That's impressive.
Defensive mode.
Suppose it's yeah, that big.
Bow your head. The tides beckon.
Cleanup sequence initiated.
Not perturbed. I am unscathed. Silence!
Just bit dies really fast. Like now it's I don't know if it's because of moon sign or the things now super cool, but yeah.
This realm is...
May your friendship sad.
If you ever...
Key. Ornament traditional upgrade listed that daily. Is it this one? That one. Oh, did you?
Use the force authorized.
Surge.
Rev the engine!
Intel, you're pretty sharp.
And how is that to drop? Oh well. But unstuck. Alright, time to finally start exploring. Oh lord. Okay. Just not. Everyone. Where should I start? What are you doing? Ah, nothing. I'm just an ordinary passerby checking my goods in a perfectly ordinary way. Phew, I thought you were a knight of the Colonials on patrol. Jesus. Wonder why. I have to remember to grab some carrots later. Sticky honey rolls would be perfect. You are? Oh, hi, looking to buy something? I only meant to stop by and buy a few carrots for sticky honey rolls, but the owner suddenly has taken care of and ended up asking me to keep an eye on the store instead. So I'm filling it for now. Hopefully he'll be back soon. Damn, he just trusting the kids. That's nice. Patricia, Patty the Rose, to Fishy Lady. Salt balloons, my balloons. Ah, is this like all like secret quest or something? Oh, this team.
Bow your head.
Is that like a secret quest? Yep. That's a nice accessory.
Let the record show that I verbally consent to relinquishing these items into your possession.
Settle down.
As soon as I get this month's paycheck.
Both those was on live. Ah, I'm so busy. I see I've gotten around to cleaning the windmill. My wind glider skills are gonna slow these clips up. Wanna have a gliding competition? Sure, that sounds great, rather great when you are.
I haven't cleaned it today. I'll get right to it.
Ooh, what's it? What's this repairing? I'm just gliding past them. Very next. Oh no. Fishing spot.
So close. Whew, that was a tough fight. Victory is up! Wow, Paimon's stomach is rumbling already!
It's time.
Victory is almost ours! Yay! Time to celebrate! Steady now! Whoa! Nice catch! You've got it! Whoa! Nice catch! Victory is almost ours! Whoa! Nice catch!
I see the value in my own work, but I also see the meaning in all the endeavor. Let the record show that I verbally consent to release.
Oh, it's the same. In the window scene, well, normally I climb inside the window first, check the machinery faults and see if any dust or has been stuck. Next, I clean blades, remove any damaged parts, repair them, and put everything back in place. That's about it for the whole process. If there's major damage to the machinery, I might have to call a mechanic for help. After that, I leave from the top of the window and enjoy some proper gliding practice. You seem like a traveler, right? Have you ever been to Netherlands? I heard the cliffs there are high and the tribes still can fly. I'm saving up, hoping that one day I can take a ship to Mallory and learn some of their flight techniques. Let's just finish exploring something of this. Push support company runs. Muskets are like crayon drawings. You can't just add something simply because you feel like it. Incremental, sensible upgrades are the only way forward. Some people are already stuck on maintenance. The last thing we need is to throw radical modifications into the mix. We're modifying muskets here. Yes, as you can see, I'm a gunsmith in the 8th company. My job is to provide technical support to the marksmen in each squad. In recent years, we started to equip muskets on a small scale. The muskets we are using, which are produced for us by support companies' workshop, incorporate advanced technology for both Nestlaya and 15. In terms of overall performance, they are on par with models used by the Special Security and Civilian Patrol and the Operation. For your run-out-of-the-mill monsters, they are more than enough. However, they are always nice to demand instant and overwhelming firepower. They keep hounding us to make major modifications to our tried and tested methods. For example, they talk about switching from tubular magazines to bulk magazines. That way you don't have to miss it rounds one by one. Instead, you can clip in a whole box of rounds and off you go. Wouldn't that make firing more efficient? That sounds pretty convenient. That is correct, yes. To be clear, I am more for improving our firearms. But modifications like these are easier said than done, as they call for a whole slew of changes. For example, we also need to standardize the size and manufacturing of the metal clips, move to mass production, and implement proper packaging too. It's not just about a simple design. Support company will have to handle all that too. They can measure me all they want, but I am just a gunsmith. Loading mods aside, there's even an article from Nestlaya which proposes the addition of a cam slot locking mechanism linked to the board by your connector and to eject the spent casing. And then a spring built into the slot, all mounted externally, drives the bolt forward, automatically chambers the next round and opposite firing. Oh, that sounds like quite the beast. You have to admit, rapid continuous fire does sound powerful. I hurt myself able to travel rapid fire continuous in succession too. Especially those cutting-edge for 2 armaments they have no cry. But since those rotary barrel weapons aren't on the market yet, this time we'll have to develop our own rapid fire mechanisms. In fact, I did go to the store to create 3 prototypes and put them to test in continuous fire experiments. With the first prototype, we were unable to resolve the boss rotational unlocking issue. We kept jamming, so we had to modify the OP rod. The second prototype's OP rod shattered after we fired 97 rounds of it, and the rod's friend is a wreck, purchased and none. In the third case, we found severe wear and tear in the prototype chamber after firing some 240 rounds of it. The locking mechanism had failed, the stock was cracked open, and the spring was a corner too. We also faced several other development issues, like the weapon bent hot air that the fire's face, making it impossible to see. Eventually, I concluded that rapid continuous fire just isn't possible without a fundamental redesign of the weapon's basic structure. A side-linked warp system synchronizing command systems and operating mechanism has to be aligned with the barrel axis to prevent unintended of stress. I do wonder if we could use a combination of components like rollers and blocking recesses to delay bolt unlocking. That might just mitigate the chamber pressure issue just enough. Very technical. Who's getting lazy with their maintenance? We'll straighten them out. It's Gunter. He keeps dumping his weapons team on us gunsmith because he's the perennial champion the company shoots. Muskets are works of art, for goodness sake. If I were a better shot than him, I'd make him bow to them or apologize to those muskets from me. I don't think that's the only thing that's bothering you. Huh? Are you a mind reader or something? I did run into a bit of trouble. I ordered a batch of metal materials that was to be transported here over land. But the merchants transporting the materials were taken by some unknown monsters in the wilderness, and no one knows where the shipment is now. I paid for this order out of my own pocket as I wanted to try making some new parts. So I can't possibly ask the other knights who go through the trouble of tracking me down for me. I guess I'll just have to sleep and take some time off to go look for it myself. Can I help? As soon as I get this month's pay, I'm going to remove Amator. Then I'm buying the limited edition portable commander's console. I really hope the price hasn't gone up again. What are you thinking about your salary or seminar? Because I'm a workplace slacker. No, I am a slacker extraordinaire. Ever since he got back here to dorm report, things haven't been as busy as they were before. In fact, things have been pretty laid back recently. It's not like when we were in North Prime, but we barely had time to rest. If we weren't fighting monsters, we were digging trenches, building fortifications, cleaning our weapons, or holding supplies. Now, whenever a knight goes on leave, I'm volunteering to help for them and earn myself some extra pay that way. How is this considered slacking and clearly putting in overtime? Right? No, I mean, no. There's more money going to my pocket, so I'm the winner here, right? Besides, this slacker has other ways of earning himself. The top 3 shooters at ranged companies should also get a cash prize. And ever since he started the contest, the slacker has managed to win it every single time. But that's still not slacking, is it? I mean, you clearly got yourself a bonus for performance. Working with everyone makes me happy, shooting makes me happy, cleaning my musket makes me happy, those canned rations makes me happy. My life is full of things that makes me happy, and I'm raking even more, so no matter how I look at it, I have to run up over the nights of the mornings. Are you saving up for something big, or are you really being paid a little? Oh no, that's not it. It's because Armored Assault is pretty popular. The price of the limited edition Commander's Console and Galactic Silver, which was produced in very small numbers, has also been skyrocketing over the years. If I'm not wrong, I'm actually the salary tier that's just below the vice captains. Even with my paycheck, those models are quite expense. It's amazing to me how some folks can snap up a dozen of them at one go. Well, it sounds like you're doing quite well. I mean, apart from not being able to splurge on all the models and comics I want, I can pretty much buy anything. I got quite a decent bit of more left over to get some delicious with Amator every month. If only that Ermini would stop taking up so much Amator's time. I just get my glaive ready for the for me now. Amator? She's a good friend of mine from the investigative team, a first-class expert who's always fixing up wonderful ammo. I got to know her when we were both at Port Company's clinic. When I first met her, she was covered in bandages from head to toe. She discharged the safety distance for a controlled demolition and sent herself flying. And I was there after I watched the testing of high pressure rounds for a musket. I fired too many rounds in a single burst, the musket blew up and a nasty frag knocked out my front tooth. It sounds like a disaster. I suppose it didn't hurt that much though. She burst out laughing when she saw the state I was in, and I couldn't help but laugh along too. That got us chatting and we became friends. I think we still be enough of this every week if I hadn't been sent out with the expeditionary force. Immortal even said that she was going to get me something amazing pack a serious punch. Nothing like those clunky launcher dependent ones that special security and surveillance patrol uses. He's gonna switch right over the muzzle and a pipes, fired using a blank round. With this method, we get a much larger caliber and payload. The goal here is to be able to shut the habitual shield in a single hit. Oddly, while Avatar is an expert ammo, she knows nothing about muskets. I just hope she doesn't end up getting again from one of her tasks.
As soon as I get this month's paycheck.
Have a cup of tea first, there's no need to rush this, just take your time to hone your skills and think of its solutions. And one day it will all come together and you find the inspiration. I really like your relaxed, take it easy approach to things. Thank you, it's something I learned from Lisa. Although she left it company long ago, I always respect her no matter what happens at work or elsewhere. Even my close friend Ursula doesn't think about work all the time anymore. But Hedwig, who was my bunkmate when I first joined the unit, just won't listen. Every single day she's out there pushing herself to the limit. Seriously, you've got to pace yourself. Pushing yourself that hard won't do you any good. What kind of inspiration are we talking about here? I'm a gunsmith. For me, the inspiration I'm chasing is the best way to improve musket performance, I guess. Every musket is a whole system. That means that whenever you make a modification, you have to consider its impact on the rest of the system. But if you try to graft something from a new patient onto an existing platform, from a new pattern onto an existing platform just because you run into far more complications than you bargained for. The musket recently adopted by the Knights of Fulfillment is a reliable and cost-effective model that's been tested and proven in numerous battles by Shin's Aya and team. But we still have some ways to go to make it better so that our knights to take on every enemy safely. And when you push the musket classification as far as the goal is assigned to rethink the entire design. Coming up with a new platform from scratch sounds pretty promising. But wouldn't that be really costly? I'm guessing that process would take a long time. Well, money and time are our biggest roadblocks. Our greatest obstacle here is mindset. One that wants the prize without having to go through the process of earning. I'll write to the captain, MVP, and Grandmaster about funding. Then I'll have to recruit a few more assistants. Key was last one. For my skills, well, since you clearly do belong on a battlefield, I'd say refining your marksmanship skills is exactly the kind of practice you need. Best marksmen go up on lead and gunpowder. Lead and gunpowder. Just one day of practice, your game starts to slip. What do you say to a quick round, see how you're feeling today? Sure. Give me a second, then I'll get the training rounds and the target strapped. Do I actually shoot? Wait, do I actually shoot? I actually shoot, dang.我想说啥被忘了。So, result, fresh within. Wow, pretty impressive. Your rhythm and accuracy are on point.
Initiating categorization process.
Oh, there's multiple challenges.
Rushing won't do any good.
Oh, it looks like you found your rhythm after just a few practice shots. That's some talent you got there. After another round of target practice. Actually, I'm gonna switch to my mouse. This would be so much easier with mouse and keyboard controls.
Won't do any good. Take a break and drink some tea.
I don't see it now.
Rushing won't.
It's weird how size of everything changes as well.
Rushing won't do any good. Take a break. Drink some tea.
Sticking to all the targets as fast as wow, impressive.
Initiating categorization process.
There it is, going to get up. Yep, it's a portrait.
Rushing won't do any good. Take a break. Drink some tea. As soon as I get this month's paycheck.
Want to work on this use more? It really 6 months development. For shooting, the regular practices probably aren't cutting it for you anymore. How about I bring in a real pro and you two can pit your skills against each other? Sure. That settles it then. I'll go get Ursula.
Rushing won't do any good. Take a break. Drink some tea.
Oh. She can snipe my targets. I have faster reload rate than her as well. That's unfair to her, unfortunately. Oh well. Oh, who's this? The one very nice marksmanship with this formidable. They shoot it. Oh, it leaves the bomb behind. Oh. Oh, that's it. Oh,
As soon as I get this month's paycheck. New material discovered. Records updated.
the just check that off. Gotta take care. The turkey. Swaps do make for better wives after all. Rohan totally hit the nail on the head. The joke. Baskets are such a chore to maintain in comparison. Not a fan of baskets here, are we? No, I don't mean it that way. This thing works really well. If you're a good shot, you can pick off monsters from afar without them realizing they're there. It's just that firing it may be a blast, but keeping it in working condition is also a real pain. Even though the latest smokeless powder does cut down on the suit, you still have to run a patch with the barrel and chamber every day. Once step out of the gun oil and you got a beastly mess all over your hands. And after every 370 rounds or so fired, you have to strip the whole thing and really clean every part. It wouldn't be such a headache if the gunsmiths from support company were around. The thing is, range company operates different from the others. They are usually split into smaller teams and sent to other units to boost their combat effectiveness. The gunsmiths can't follow us around all the time, and when the fighting gets intense, we make disassemble the musket every day. Or if you don't use regular rounds, you use elemental projectiles instead, like the skirmishes. You think too highly of us. While muskets are elite based on technology from Smash Style 15 and 1 stat, they're still missing certain core components that allow us to match up the two. Want regular folks like us to make use of elemental energy, you might as well get a scroll to operate the jukebox instead of flagship. Unless you're talking some out-of-the-box solution like packing the elemental components into a container and chucking the whole thing. Based on my limited experience, there's not much we can do at this time.
so much easier to maintain.
What's the other option? I'll leave you to your muscle then. I should just point on to wash on first though. Lazy fuck. Owen? Yeah, our vice captain, a powerhouse on the battlefield, and a total enigma of it. The vice captain truly on the level of the captain. I've been deployed alongside him in several assault missions in the past. For hard targets and the larger monsters, the marksman combination of the open fire from a distance of 200 to 300 meters. But when we are facing the occasional enemy, not taken down instantly with a burst of focus fire, this distance becomes far from safe for us as short dispersion and energy retention can get you. Once the enemy closes in on us, they put us on the back foot. That's when the vice captain steps in to create favorable firing conditions for us. What he likes to do is to pin down the biggest threats of the firing line. That way, the rest of us can keep firing until the job is done. We can say that distance is safe in our case, and the vice captain is the rock that keeps us out of the enemy's reach.
As soon as I get this one straight.
Oh yeah. Selection is going pretty well. It's you, honorary knight. Begin. Selection. What's this for? We're looking for new signals officers. To ensure that we have the upper hand whenever we fight, and on when and where we fight, we must improve our ability to gather and act on battlefield intelligence. The role of signals officer was created fairly recently for this very purpose. Unlike the outriders who move fast at night, signal officers stay back in hold position and coordinate mostly the main troops. The alchemical recon here is complex and demanding, and in terms of ability, they sit somewhere between light infantry and armored knights. This also means that they are more dependent on teamwork and coordination. According to our plan, once the relevant equipment and protocols are in place, signals officers will be assigned to every company. This ensures that capabilities are enhanced evenly and across the board. That sounds like quite a challenging role. I'm guessing there's a lot to learn there. Yes, overall, signals officers certainly held more stringent standards than a regular knight. Just a few years back, I was still concerned that the technical requirements were too tough and that few would be able to meet them. That's because only 3 individuals had managed to pass Lenore's initial screening, and I was the only one left standing by the equipment testing was finally complete. Even though I've transitioned to the role of intelligence officer since, I'm still handling several matters related to the project. Fortunately, the knights coming back from the expedition have shown themselves to be more capable of new concepts and complex mechanisms than anticipated. The plan is well on track. Hopefully, we can get the first group of signals officers in place before the next major battle. That will significantly increase our combat effectiveness. How have you been? Work-wise, I'm doing great. I've been recovering well and have returned to work at full strength. I've got the acting grandmaster and Captain Alvey to thank for that. Only Emmettle and the knights who escorted me back then know exactly what happened. Most of my fellow knights don't think less of me, and I'm able to get my work done without trouble. I've also finished the outline for my book, The Knight's Guide to the Prevention and Management of Psychic Disruption, which uses my misstep as a case study. I'll do my best to complete the full manuscript as soon as possible. And what's going on in the rest of your life? Thanks for asking. After my transfer here to Dormant Port, I rented out my house and moved to a new place here in Emmettle. We have plenty of space in the living room for cat trees and cat toys, as well as for dust for cat Emmettle and Doctor. Thanks to the two of them, I've been in a rather good mood lately. Lenore also comes by to see us every now and then. It does feel like my life is becoming more interesting. Say, if you're ever around at time, do drop by for something too. I'd love to pick your brain about possible future directions for the Knights of Columbus.
Please supply full details of any requests you may have.
Take your time to go through whatever you need. Check with your captain or the right liaison officer first, then list everything clearly one by one. Looks like you're really busy. I'm doing alright, thanks for asking. I'm currently managing logistics company supply operations at Dormant Port on behalf of Captain Bertha. Although I've been learning the ropes from Captain Bertha for a while now that I'm handling things on board, I could use a second pair of hands, or 3. Makes me wonder if Captain Bertha actually hit the ground running doing this back in the day. What kind of supplies do you deal with? Logistics company primarily supplies combat gear, consumables, and general provisions. Food and drink are classified under the general provisions category. We've divided these into 2 main types: the traditional dry stores and canned rations that are sourced through a tender by logistics company. Dry stores come packed by in wooden crates. They consist mainly of hard hats, jerky, and dried meats. If you don't want to chew on these all day long, better throw them into a pot and make a soup or stew out of them. Canned rations come in several different menus. Personally, I go with the mashed potatoes and all very jacked-up. But to make sure you have enough potable water on your rest, or your standard issue water purification uses a handle, otherwise you can treat it dry.
The selection process is going well.
So when I need something, how do I go about putting in a request? Allow me to explain what other stuff we need. First, the knight should identify the item or items they are in need of. Once that's done, they have to fill out a request form with their name, unit, company, and service number. Next, and this is the most important part, they have to take this form to their company captain or at least liaison officer to get a sign off on the request. Only when we see the sign off do we then issue the requested supplies. Typically, individual requests will not come correct. Instead, they're consolidated at the unit level and then passed on. But every now and then, someone tries to cut the corners and bypass the system. That's a real headache. Maybe they had some sort of emergency or they don't want to go through it. I get that, but I feel sticking strictly to established procedures is too rigid and cause one to miss out on just opportunity. But now that we're back in dormant port and things are a lot less frantic down here, we should really try to stick to standard procedure.
Please supply full details of any.
How about we take a break and have a couple of drinks? Thanks for asking. I really should be making the one drinks for you. I haven't been doing justice to the cocktail night title you gave me otherwise. But I can't leave right now, so I'm still on duty. But once I'm here, I'll be sure to make a delicious drink for you. Watch some duty 24/7. Hey, Owen. What are you doing here? So Knight, I swear, it's just a plot point for a novel. It wasn't a master plan for a crime or anything. I understand, Mr. Ifchida. I hear you loud and clear. No need to get so worked up. Why don't you have some tea and calm down first? According to intel from the key informant, your manuscript really doesn't look like a master plan for a crime. After all, it would be extremely impractical to pull off. Excuse me, what do you mean impractical? If you're so brilliant, how what's wrong? Too many conditions and the steps are far too convoluted. You need a poison that fits your exact needs, not to mention a building that matches your specific requirements. One tiny slip up at any station, the whole thing will be exposed instantly. Not to mention, the setup is so convoluted that it was residual just understanding it all. Not that you mention, you have a point. In that case, how should I improve this? I suppose I do dabble in medicine from time to time. How about we try a bit of this and then a bit of that? Oh, honestly, Sir Knight, this job is beneath you. You're far too brilliant.
Defensive mode
What
engaged.
the hell? If I talk to Logan, is it the same? Yeah, it's the same. Oh, the new explosives are so much more stable now, the low production cost and price consistency will be good. What are you doing? Ah, it's the honorary knight. Hello. Investigative team weapons officer Amateur reporting. My new model of explosive has completed prototype testing. Based on current evaluations, its ideal detonation velocity has reached approximately 1/5 the level of the Spark Knight's jump level. Once mass produced, its overall performance is expected to improve further. The writer reports that the power of the Spark Knight's explosives remains within the range of my previous observations. Wait, isn't that contradictory? Because the greater the power, the higher the cost. Mass-produced explosives have remarkable price, manufacturability, and safety during transport and handling. In practice, the explosives we use are rarely composed of a single agent with the highest detonation velocity. They require desensitizers and stabilizers mixed in, which affects processing difficulty, production speed, yield, and cost efficiency, all of which factor into the final performance rating. So higher power doesn't necessarily mean higher overall performance. Every component must be carefully balanced. What a strict assessment. Now it's not about simply or harsh standards. Anyone who wants to defeat monsters will pursue weightless reforms with the name. But according to the Grandmaster and intelligence gathered from our allies in that, that for Dui Harbinger the captain, the one who could casually destroy a ruined guard using nothing but a Spark Knight's crayon, he can throw the equivalent of 10 knights worth of carried explosives with a single swing of one hand 200 paces away, wiping out entire swarms of monsters. Right now it's impossible to imagine reaching that level of destructive power. What firearms will we need to develop to? The pursuit of wonder power has an end. Captain is pushing forward. Never mind the explosives for a second. How have you been? Oh, the ordinary knight's worried about me. It's an honor. Don't worry. Monia, Dustball, and I are all well fed and well rested every day. Ursula's been stationed in Dormant Port too, so we get to enjoy big meals together all the time. The only thing I miss is watching the Spark Knight's spectacular fish busting sessions. Just a little. And aside from the occasional trip back to Monster for development work and academic meetings, it's hardly anything to complain about. Right now, I'm investigating team's public race here at Dormant Port, so I have to stay sharp and work hard. For my personal interest, Dormant Port is also a great place to be. Here I get to work closely with the range company to combine explosives and muskets. A lot of ideas I used to only sketch might finally take shape and become reality. It's so exciting. I just realized I can check the other options here. Why is the power 1/5? Plus, with the power, the higher it costs and mass produce explosives are working against the system. Such high standards. Wait, hang on, is this? Yeah, I need the wrong second. What the last one? But the overall performance only 110. Possibly, okay. So every single dialogue is the same. That's what a waste of time.
Much easier to maintain.
Explore, put down, down.
Accelerating.
Oh, there are multiple downs. Why are you hiding here?
Accelerating.
Ooh. Magic door. Silk gate. Huh. Nope, I'm rolling Mondstadt. Oh, this room is much bigger than I thought it was. Oh. How do I get that other cable? Or should I just set this decoration as here? Back left. And a lore. Lord Barbados, please hear my wishes on the wind. What are you doing here? I'm listening to the sound of the wind and the voices of the people. With so many merchants and sailors coming and going, it's natural for them to bring some more than just goods, but also secrets and sins buried within their hearts. Lending an ear to their confessions and soothing their souls, that is the duty of the Church of Favonius. I don't see a church around here. Of course, this is Dormant Port after all. Long before the animal Archon took the rule of the Taoist tyrant, this land was already the fief of the Giln ruler clan, and it was here that they established Mondstadt's very first secret sanctuary. But during the dark age of the old aristocracy, the church gradually devolved into a mere puppet of the aristocracy. Losing no total break from the increasingly tyrannical Imlark clan, the grim holders of that time see the bishop seize from Mondstadt, hold them from the window of the Heart Sanctuary's highest tower, and subsequently tore it down. In the Church of Pomponius, the Greenholder clan's actions were a true act of piety, a refusal to coexist with those who commit people in the name of faith. That's why the sanctuary was never closed ever since, and right this place refers to this very day. Ah, that's interesting role meaning. So the dominant horde belongs to the Greenholder clan. Now, after Vanessa's uprising, the Greenholder clan led a push to abolish all hereditary noble fiefdoms, returning both the land and their freedom to the people of Mondstadt. Look at their present day. The once mighty Imlark clan has seen its bloodline vanish, and their officers have long since lost their former competence. The clan eventually erodes all mighty powers with no partiality, and continues to towards its hands. This is also a classic Lord Barbatos. Hey, Philomena, that name sounds familiar. Sister Philomena, I'm setting sail next week. Mr. Mateos has hired us for his little trade up north with Schneider. I'm really scared. I've never been a sailor before, and this is my first voyage. What if? It'll be alright. Even if you want your first time at sea, the ocean is never truly safe. If you do set out to sea, I'll bring the piano arc for your journey. Don't worry, I've prayed for many sailors before. Oh, thank you so much. So, all those sailors returned safely, right? They did, right?
Very pleased.
That's unfortunate. Well, I haven't marked this as a fishing spot either. I think this Maldorman was all just dots and ports. I scared all of them, damn it. Ah, well.
Steady now, it's the final stretch! Yay! Time to celebrate!
Ooh, that was a decorated fish. Oh, the guy thinks to pat me. That's nice. He just was fishing around out of nowhere.
Victory is almost ours! Well, you couldn't have done it without Paimon! You've got it! You got it! Wow, Paimon's stomach is rumbling already! So close, so close! Stay cool! Whew, that was a tough fight! Victory is almost ours! Yay! Time to celebrate!
No, that's so close. close again. That was lucky.
So close, so close. Stay cool. Wow, Paimon's stomach is rumbling on.
Oh, I have an achievement?
Ready?
Bit white. Okay, that makes sense. That's a question Lord Cry I keep forgetting about.
Victory is up. Whoa, nice catch. You've got it. Wow, Paimon's stomach is rumbling already.
Dang it, I was supposed to.
So close, so close. Stay cool. Wow, Paimon's stomach is rumbling already.
Is there another waypoint down here? There's this spot the other way. I'm running back range and I'm trying to get that quest. Oh, Yoni, Matthias. Slash Naya Firewalker on Matthias. Firewalker? Yeah, I just got back from a business trip with just Naya and bought a whole batch of the good stuff. It's got a strong kick, golden fire, but it's this nice hint of citrus and onion. Even if you're not much of a drinker, it's a great gift for friends. Not to mention that all of this stuff, all crafted by the Fae and Novo Kitsagrad. What do you think? You're trying?
Snitch and firewater! Only the finest.
Accelerating.
I guess it's the main part of the structure. Fresh fish just in. Let me have a look. Coming right up, all freshly spawned. Really? Kind of a light fish. Nope, I'm gonna go swing down the backwards. Hi, push the ship. I see. Where the hell are you? Just here. Okay, actually, I'll just go back to my room here. So, teleport. Oh no, stamina. Wait, this? Oh, right, well, it's an already client, we checking the profit loss ratios from its investment portfolios as much. Where is it? So I've been observing YouTube for a while now, and spying on us. Oh no, I'm often here looking for books, and I just happened to notice that you were very interested in investing. I must advise against it. Now, you haven't exactly been earning big, that's true, but why would you advise against trying at all? Because I suspect you get no generous returns at all. The boss still has many debts to pay off, and like you won't risk taking any losses. My friend was once caught in a similar scam, so best if the two of you didn't continue. Wait, would it really be a scam? Got to find the guy and get to the bottom of this. Oh well, it's an regulars here to investigate our the little bird told me on investing was on a scam. Really now, be sure you're not just letting your imagination run wild because you're running at a loss so far. Think about it, how could there be any business that won't earn by having cost of capital? Some will win and some will lose. Why, back when I was in Supreme City, I mean, I've been unlucky for a while now, but you never know when that will change. Hope can only be seen by the persistent. You've got to keep investing if you ever want to see any return. I need to pull the wool over my eyes. That's not going to end well for you, but yeah, right, we're the famous I work with for plenty of years here in Washington. Friends, wait, do you mean that kind of friends? Yeah, right, they're exactly the kind you're thinking about, and for lots and lots of money. But what? Why didn't you say so before? Look, I'm sorry, alright? I'll leave you both alone. Just take this, all of it, take it and go. Don't come around for once again. Not that I sell you any either. What's the other option? I'm not sure what you're so scared of, but I guess it's not suspicion completion problem solved. There you go. Big reputation. So I'll do that for
Add Ash. Thank you for complete. Add Ash.
I forgot to send you one expedition yesterday. It's down now. It's the same as the transport, safety first. Is there anything nearby? Well, things have been pretty peacefully. The Russian ships that set sail for Libya and contained and followed safely. Safety first, safety first. Is there anything unsafe around here? Don't report safe, boss. I'm just worrying about my daughter, Irmgard. I'm embarrassed to admit it, but I can't believe my daughter, the heir of the Dorman Shavin family, recently swept off her feet by a smooth brat. Look, don't think me for some rigid traditionalist. As the cadet branch of the Greenholder family, our families built upon the motto of sail towards freedom. I fully support the idea of young people following their hearts. That's it. The boy is a sailor. What's wrong with being a sailor? No, nothing. It's just that over the past few years, there's been a young sailor who's been drifting beyond Port Belvedere, going with close hearts in every single port of home. I can't recall the scoundrel's name. Think about it. An ordinary sailor possibly have stolen my daughter's heart soul. For the sake of Irmgard's happiness, I keep a close eye on the company she keeps. Now, pretty much. That's the point. Oh, there she is. Irmgard. Good, this month's accounts are all accounted for. What are you working on? Oh, I'm just going over the family business ledgers. Trade in Dorman Port is pretty intricate. If I don't keep a close eye on things, those cunning merchants will always find a way to make tricks. Fools, give me a tyrant of him, Kirk, one over on us. You think they can get the better of the Dorman Shavin family for another time? I wonder if the tiny changes when she had the dialogue. Wasn't her. Before Anselm came back, the space would be tight now. What are you doing? Hey, this is a battle too. The Battle of Queen. Since the expedition team switched to a rotation schedule, that rascal man of mine finally gets to come home more often. It might only be a quick visit, but I can't let him walk into a messy house. If he spots dust on the window still, he'll probably start nagging him that he's drilling new recruits at camp. If he dares lecture me, I'll make him sleep on the floor. The lonely sail shines with white light. Are you a bard? Haha, yes. Is there any song you'd like to hear? Do you have any songs about flowers? Whether it's the lilacs of the early spring wastelands, or slumbering in the frozen soil, or the summer breeze dancing in the warm breeze. Flowers have always been timeless muses, even one. The radiant May comes with the average gift she brings joy to pass, spelling every road. The whole spring returns when feathered fires sing, and flowers and meadows vying up grow. When drowsy insects from their slumber rise, and birds and monsters sing a joyful tune. When woods and peaks resound happy cries of verdant, winds blow in the silent moon. Yet I remember winter's icy hand, and silent now, song falls back to slumber. Do you have any songs about spring? There are many songs of spring. In the heart of winter, a traveler long waits for the carriage that carries them sway towards the home of spring. Let me choose one. The flock has fled, the meadows gently green, yet the moon shall soon grace the verdant sea. Spring refuses. No, it's different. When spring reveals the colors bright and fair, the land shall shine as paradise laid bare. In gardens bright, the daffodils shine, and water blows every sway. Perhaps the kindest hearts among us will know they are waiting for someone to come their way. What's your favorite song? Where is it? I'd like to hear your favorite song. My favorite song is supposed to be a poem about love. Sunsets and books of verse, the scent of salt and lemon, midsummer breeze. Pity that Miss Elsie can't even grasp metaphors like that. I shall no longer sing as she has sung. As she has sung, if quiet peace may answer me at ease, and one soulless can from any soul be wrung. This is my grief which knows no earthly end. Day by day I keep my silence bound. Let me linger in the gaze until one glance of love and of woman's grace frees me from these emotions. Let me see if she's gone, because the time change. Nope. So I guess the Port doesn't have any time-specific NPCs. Chest.
Is it what you wish to find? Hopefully the excitement of opening it.
The color of this flower warms Ermengarde really like it. Are you thinking of oh, this is a guy, the sailor, alright. Yeah, I'm looking for a gift worthy of Miss Ermengarde. I'm fully aware that with the same as an ordinary sailor, the most precious jewelry I could afford would probably look like nothing more than a trinket to her. I can't help but feel that I should really tell them what's in it, as long as I don't mess it up. Something bothering you? It's Miss Ermengarde's father, Mr. Lindemann, of course. Just hearing his name makes me nervous. Even though Miss Ermengarde has been giving me the courage and how could a poor kid like me possibly cross master the dormant shard like patriarch. I don't want her to break with her family because of me.
Would you like a flower?
Hello, would you like a flower? These flowers are, aside from the ones commonly found in Mondstadt, some are new varieties carefully cultivated with Miss Lilia. Because they're unique to Millhaven, even Miss Flora from Mondstadt sometimes comes here to buy them. Speaking of which, I really should send her some more for the next Winter Festival. Anyway, having a few flowers around the house really lifts the mood. I'm sure their beautiful colors and rich fragrance will help me feel a bit more relaxed.
Would you like a flower?
Climb the hill, climb the hill. Well, there's no sanatorium to be found even if you do. There was a sanatorium on the mountain. It was torn down long ago. No stories of not there's no treasure up there. You should go home now. I've lived there for 7 years. The air was so cold that I could freeze any time and wind. 7 years passed like 7 days on between you and I. While we all have to go down the mountain, even one pushed by the wind still moves forward. There's nothing left to see, nothing left to find. If you go up there and end up disappointed staring at ruins, don't blame this old man for not wanting to. Interesting. Yangzheng. I miss one main restaurant's grilled tiger fish. One main restaurant? You look like a traveler. Have you ever been to one main restaurant? I've really been longing for the flavors of home lately. Sadly, I can't make it back right now. How come we can't go back? I don't usually talk about this, but I have a team mission from here. Most of my business runs by sea. Who could have guessed that while back I got caught in the storm at sea was my cargo. By the time I reached Dorman Port, I couldn't cover my course. I couldn't bring myself to go home like that, so I stayed on and tried to start a business in these parts. I figured that I had decided back what I lost. It's just that. Not enough of that, just useless grumbling. Guess I'm really just hungry for grilled tiger fish. I'm sorry you had to hear all that nonsense. East of the North, who wants to try it? And you are? I'm just an ordinary restaurant owner, nothing special. Anyway, would you like to try some of the chef's cooking? Since you're in Dorman Port, you really should try out the local specialties. Okay, what do you have? Any recommendations? Here's the menu. Please take a look. Recipes, please. None. Alright, and these book. Yep, it's by flour. Let's make it. Let's buy all this stuff. Wait, this is a new food. Harbor fish burger.
I miss the taste.
To the north. Who wants to try?
Review. Inception of the Starry Sky. Written in glaring glow-in-the-dark ink, the notice is rather unfriendly to the eyes. Read residents of Mondstadt, watch out. This neighborhood is home to an astrologist who prides himself on a life of lofty poverty while being actually being the most dangerous individual in Mondstadt. Is this about me? It must be a mistake. This is my family home, and I'm rarely even here. So you finally shown yourself. You the ally to the infamous A. Or perhaps I should address you by your proper title, Old Hag Magistus Barberoff. I consulted Alice's old manuscripts, though only half a page remains. It says that many years ago, a great astrologer engaged her in an earth-shattering magical duel at the very edge of the bar. What are you calling an old hag? Magistus is a title, a legacy passed down through generations. The astrologist Alice Duke was my master, and she's the real old guy, not me. Stop making excuses. The real reason you're living in poverty is that you're growing all your moral and pricier chemical materials for the hidden age proposal magic of yours. Are you locking yourself all away all day because the sunlight will expose how truly decrepit you are? Quit hiding, you old hag. Step out and answer for your crimes. While you're at it, you can tear out that pretty face of yours too. I know they are actually several hundred years old. I am still young, mind you. This is natural collagen, not some dark sorcery. I am poor because I just bought myself into this astro lab, and I told you 1,000 times I don't live here. Of course I'm not coming out. I speak for the enlightened few, and this is your last one. Identify your associates. Stop hiding. I know for a fact that you're home. Whatever, why should I even bother explaining yourself to a bed who goes to glow in the dark hand? This morning, we received your report. The child was yelling about the filth of the adult world and while attempting to pick the lock has been picked up by Mr. Albedo. We may deal with this notice as you see fit. Furthermore, we regret to inform you that the metaphoronians are unable to reimburse you for expensive research in the floor sector. Lol. Oh my god, what? Moon, right? That's a meme. It looks like quite a crowd over there. Paimon wonders what they're talking about.
Feeling down? Try a cup of this.
Groovy. Fancy a drink, my friend? Alcohol? Haha, no worries if you don't drink. You want some excellent fruit juice too. But I tell you, Mr. Mateus just unloaded a batch of fine Chesnaya fire water, hard to resist, even for me. Okay, what's this quest? You didn't know, Odiof. The knights have already been there more times than I can count. Well, I've been in Chesnaya lately. This is actually the first I've heard that the knights have all been to the lighthouse. What happened? What do you think? The alarm in the old lighthouse still flickers from time to time. At first, Winslow shout, "The abyss! It's the abyss!" The knights took him seriously and went in for the hour only to find there wasn't a single trace of the abyss. After running back and forth like that a few times, they were out. You ask me, it's just the old alarm mechanisms with the lighthouse wearing down. But, well, there have been some rumors lately. Oh goodness, and what kind of rumors were those? Rumors that the ghosts of the knights fallen in battle long ago are the ones still seen wandering there. The ghosts? Whoa, you two, don't yell when you're talking about scary things. You guys are even scarier than ghosts. So sorry, I didn't mean to. It's alright, it's alright. Conversations are always livelier with more people. And you are? You introduce yourselves to the group at the table. Lumineon Paimon. Oh, I see. By the way, how is Winslow doing these days? He was terrified by the light from the alarm. Living in the old lighthouse with mechanisms going off all the time would drive anyone crazy. I've heard he's been acting a little crazy lately. Then again, you could say that that's his well-deserved punishment. Why do you even care about him? Well, we can't just leave the alarm mechanism as it is. As a matter of fact, I live in the old lighthouse. Besides, there might be something else down there. I won't be able to rest easy until we go and check it out. We can't just leave poor old Winslow stuck there either, right? Want to help Winslow? Just so we're clear, the area below used to be an ancient battlefield. I'm not risking my life down there. Besides, even the Knights of Harmonious have checked it out and the problem still hasn't been solved. That means you would need someone even more reliable than the Knights. Say, the great hero who saved the monster in the past, for example. And where exactly could you find a hero like that? Look no further. Should I press? Look no further for the great hero standing right here. Aha, brave heroes, forgive my bluntness, but might you possibly entertain my humble request for help? But aren't those annoying ghosts? But some stories say ghosts linger only to guard treasures in the mountain. Oh, treasure! It's not about the treasures, Lumi. That person living in the old house now sounds really miserable. Okay. I knew you two wouldn't refuse. Even if there were no treasure at all, I'd still be more than happy to offer some compensation for this adventure. In fact, I should make some preparations myself. You mean, how about we meet later at the foot of the old White House? This sounds like too much trouble. I'm staying out of it. I've had too much to drink and need to lie down. Go home and get some proper rest, Leonard. Best of luck to you all, and hold off around. Don't do anything reckless. Of course. This is strange. Old has been unusually heated this time. Wasn't there some bad blood in Winslow? I heard about Winslow. I expected at least a few sarcastic remarks from him. West. That's nice. It was that I explored countries. Cabbage, radish, why you do that? May the animal Archon guide homes. Is guiding him safely home. Are you waiting for someone? Yes, for my father. He's a merchant who travels between Monster and Ashton's line. He sends letters home every so often, always claiming that everything's fine. I just can't set my mind at it until I see him reflecting the frozen north with my own eyes. After all, the nation other than Sarkis's rule isn't always a welcoming place for a merchant. Chest.
Abandoned property belongs to whoever finds it first, so it's legally yours now.
What is this area? Why is it so pig? Listen up, that for tonight is. Wait, we're doing it here? Where is this place even? Hey, you didn't know, did you? This is the haunted house everyone in Millhaven talks about. They say a poor girl named Aisha slipped and fell off the cliff here. After that, she was never able to. Once night falls, we will hear her crying around the haunted house. We're going to explore this haunted house tonight and find out once and for all if little Aisha's story is real. But how do we explore it? Do we sneak in? Like how we snuck into Granny Martin's house last time? Max, drop the Phil prank thing already, would you? If you hadn't gone wandering around and knocked over her honey jar, we would have pulled it off for sure. We were so close to smearing the cream on her face. This time we need a plan, a proper plan. Everybody listen up. This time we sneak into the back room and check the place room by room back to front. Easy, right? Or is it clean? You're on lookout duty. Huh? That's alright, I guess, but if I get sleepy, I can just lie down outside for a bit. And that. Oh, for goodness sake, even though the first thing was standing guard. chest.
Let the record show that I verbally consent to relinquishing these items into your possession.
Okay, I'm gonna end my stream today because I'm gonna go for lunch now. So, thanks for watching everyone. I'll see you all hopefully tonight when I'll finish exploring Locator. Bye.